When most people open up Teams, they get this feeling of dread. Why do we use this app? Why is it so complicated? Why is it just an overglorified messaging app? Can we just use Facebook Messenger instead of Teams? It would be more convenient. And that's a fair question. If you've ever felt this way, I would say you're not alone. I would say 25% of people who use Teams don't, if not more than that, don't really know how to use Teams, and so it's just a bit of a frustrating app. As somebody who works in IT, I've seen it multiple times where Teams just kind of stresses the people out, or they can't find their files, or the classic one, I have a meeting, I don't know where my meeting is, and I can't join it. So yeah, if you've ever had that experience, you're not alone. But it doesn't have to be this way. If you understand how to use Teams, it can actually be a very beneficial way to work. It can help your organization prosper, not just boil in frustration, as some may have experienced. To hopefully get to a point where you can use Teams and be comfortable using it, you need to understand a few basics of how Teams works. Teams is not a chatting app, it is a workspace app. So a bit different from just like a Facebook Messenger or your text messaging. It's not intended for that purpose. It's intended to be a workspace where a whole company can communicate. So for your whole company to communicate, there's a few things you need to understand. There's the chat section, there's the team section, and the meeting section. Chat, that's meant for one-on-one communication, maybe small groups, but not more than that. For your channels or teams, that's where your whole company can communicate. It's for organizing spaces into projects and stuff like that. Meetings are where everyone can communicate, but they should be done from channels, not necessarily from chats. We'll go over that in a little bit. So keep this in mind as we go through the rest of this video. Chats are meant for fast communication. They're very simple to use. You just go click on the chat, type in who you want to chat with, send a message. It's that easy. And you can send that to anyone who's within your organization, and sometimes with people outside of your organization, depending on how your Microsoft tenant is set up. But here's the secret that not everybody thinks about. Chatting is for fast, short-term communication, not long-term communication. This is where the frustration stems from. If you're sending a message, and it's something you want your whole team to be able to see, or it's a message you want them to easily be able to look back on, let's say you're working on a project and you've got a certain portion done and you want everybody to know you've done that, you shouldn't send it as a chat message. If you send it as a chat message, if somebody sends more information, it'll slowly just disappear into the chat history, and it'll be hard to find that later on. So keep that in mind as we go through the next sections. Chats are just for short-term, fast communication. From the chat section, we go into Teams. Teams is what really makes Microsoft Teams a super powerful workspace app. It takes Teams from an annoying messaging app to something very powerful. So think of a team as a department of your company. So sales, IT, could be the whole organization, but generally it's a department. And then within that team, you have channels. In the IT team, you can have tickets, you can have projects, you can have a few different channels underneath. So once you have everything set up and you have a question, where should I put this message? You can have this simple rule in the back of your mind. Chats are for people, channels are for work. So if you want to communicate with somebody, you can put it in a chat. If you want to communicate work to everybody, so I've made this update, I've made this change, put it in a channel. In a channel, you can upload files, post updates, tag teammates, even start meetings. This is where most businesses kind of drop the ball with Teams, where they don't set up Teams at all, they just use the chat feature. And yeah, if you've done that, that makes Teams a very frustrating app to use. All right, we've covered chats and Teams. Next, we're diving into files. Let me ask you, have you ever uploaded a file, probably in Teams, and then you cannot find that file later? It's probably because you've uploaded into a chat. You can find files and chats, but they slowly just disappear. Instead of putting a file in a chat, you should upload it into the channel. So channels have a file section, or it can be added, and that's where you should be putting files. And then the whole team can open that file, work on the file, and collaborate on it live. Once you've learned this, you stop losing files, or it makes it a little bit easier to stop losing files. The last section of Teams is meetings. Meetings is more than just a video call. It's a collaboration event. You can schedule a meeting from a channel, and this is where it's important. You can have a meeting within the chat section, make a group chat, meet with everybody, but then that meeting is a one-time event. If you do it from a channel, you can have your meeting, you can have a chat within that meeting, and that'll all be saved into the channel history. If you record the meeting, again, it'll be put into the whole channel, so you'll be able to come back to it later. Makes everything way better when you're having meetings. The last thing we'll just go over, we've pretty much hit everything related to Teams, but we'll just do a quick walkthrough of what we've covered. If you need to chat with a person, open chat. If you need to talk work with the team, then you do that within a channel. If you need to store files, again, put it in the channel. If you need to have a meeting with the whole team, then you're going to have a meeting with the channel. If you just need to have a video call with somebody, then you do that within the chat. It's pretty straightforward. And that covers about everything you need to know from a basic perspective of how to use Teams. I hope this video has been informative to you. If you have any questions or would like for us to manage your teams in Microsoft, feel free to comment below or reach out to us on our website. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day.